So, coming up with a strategy or a concept for a podcast can be a little bit daunting, but we try to make this process easy. We have this proprietary application called Pod Launch Strategist, and essentially we're going to plug in some information and come up with a show concept that we can run with. So, for this demo, we're going to actually go with Allure Infinite Beauty. They are a company in my BNI group, and we were talking about doing a podcast. So we're gonna see what we can come up for them. So we're gonna plug in some information. Just by doing the business name is gonna pull in the website and the logo just to kind of get that same branding. And we're gonna click confirm identity and generate topics, and we're gonna see what comes up. So right off the bat, we get some suggestions. We have the allure within holistic health for lasting beauty, ageless radiance, cultivating infinite beauty through wellness, beauty decoded, the science of wellness and skincare, your beauty ritual, mindful self-care for enhanced allure. Out of all of these, I think I'm going to go with this beauty decoded one. It sounds kind of cool. And that's going to bring us to setting our primary goal, our ideal listener profile, a unique hook, brand personality, and you can go through and you can free write these if you want to make up your own. We also have some AI suggestions so we can kind of get some starters to kind of help us along the way. So, for example, primary goal, we can educate listeners on science-backed skincare and holistic wellness. Position Allure Infinite Beauty as a trusted voice in beauty science. That's kind of cool. Inspire informed beauty and wellness decisions through expert insights. I really like this middle one, so I'm going to go with that. Ideal listener profile, curious individuals seeking science backed beauty and wellness insights, those wanting to optimize their skincare and wellness routines, modern consumers demanding informed, effective health and beauty solutions. I'm liking the second one, so I'm just gonna click that. The unique hook. This is like what's no one else doing in your niche. Unlock radiant skin, the science of beauty decoded. Demystify skincare, discover true wellness science. Elevate your beauty, understand the science within. I'm really digging this demystify skincare thing, so I'm going to kind of click that middle one too. And then for brand personality, this is kind of like, are we witty, academic, high energy, calm? Some suggestions we have here are authoritative yet approachable, demystifying beauty science, inspiring listeners to cultivate their radiant science backed beauty, sophisticated, insightful, and always focused on evidence based beauty solutions. I am really liking this first one, the authoritative yet approachable, demystifying beauty science. Then we have like production format. So if you want to do like a solo, you're just talking about your expertise, or maybe you want to bring on guests and do interviews, or maybe you have a co-host and you just want to have just the two of you on the show, or it's more of like a story-driven narrative. Most common is guest interviews, so I'm just going to kind of keep that there. And then the overall vibe, you can choose between, let's say, corporate and professionals, hype and energetic, calm and minimalist, edgy and disruptive, clean and essentialist. I'm going to keep it on hype and energetic. And then the contract details. This is for your contract with Bold Media Group. How many episodes do you want to do? Are you going to be signing on for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years? For example, let's say we're doing a 6 month contract and we're going to do, let's say, weekly episodes or bi weekly episodes, monthly. For this, let's just say we're going to do bi weekly, which is like 2 episodes per month. And then we're going to finalize our strategy session. And we're going to have our AI engine in the back go through all of those details that we inputted. Again, we could have manually inputted information, but we just went straight with what the AI gave us. So here we go. We have a launch strategy. So up here, we're going to have an audio preview. This is going to be working, but it's essentially going to give a preset trailer that we can use, but it's also going to give a script. So for example, this one is, welcome to Allure Decoded, Beauty and Science. Are you tired of skincare, hype, and empty promises? Do you crave a deeper understanding of what truly works for your skin? Join us as we decode the science behind beauty, separating fact from fiction and empowering you to create a truly effective skincare and wellness routine. Each biweekly episode will explore the latest research, expert insights, and practical tips you can use right now. Get ready to unlock your best skin with science. Subscribe to Allure Decoded Beauty and Science wherever you get your podcasts and visit allureinfinitebeauty.com for exclusive content and product recommendations. That sounds great. So that's a great script. We can modify that, change it however we want. We have our core vision. Allure Decoded, Beauty and Science dives deep into the fascinating world where skincare meets scientific breakthroughs. We explore the ingredients, technologies, and lifestyle factors that truly impact your skin's health and overall well being. Join us as we decode the science behind beauty, providing you with actionable insights to optimize your skincare routine and achieve a radiant, healthy glow from the inside out. That sounds great. Target audience, those wanting to optimize their skincare and wellness routines. Very straightforward. We have our SEO and metadata hub so we can plug in some additional keywords. This is going to be used when we start inputting the episode into all of the distribution funnels. We have a monetization strategy that's kind of recommended that we can dive into. We also do a competitive landscape of the other businesses in your niche that are also doing podcasts, and we can kind of see the strengths and weaknesses of those, and also some insights. So for like the Beauty Brains, this is hosted by cosmetic scientists, and the podcast they answer listeners' questions about beauty products and ingredients. Some insight from that is that while we share a focus on science, Allure Decoded will differentiate itself through higher production value, more energetic tone, and a stronger emphasis on the holistic connection between skincare and wellness, and will translate complex science into easily digestible information for a broader audience. So I think this is great. It's going to give you some things to really enhance your show and piggyback off what is already out there and what's doing well. And this is going to be a really good guiding point to guide the direction of the show. So we give you like three that you can kind of peruse and kind of bounce ideas off of to really refine your strategy. So next we have a product production roadmap. And so here we're just talking about the frequency, the lead time, and the cadence. So lead time is essentially, about 2 to 3 weeks to get ready for an episode. That is an estimation. We can usually ramp that down a little bit. The cadence every 2 weeks is when we're going to release an episode. Doesn't necessarily mean when we shoot it. We could shoot 2 episodes in one day. It just depends on your schedule and your guest's schedule. But this essentially gives you like a pre-launch roadmap. We're going to record the trailer, create some artwork, set up your hosting, and submit to directories. Launch week is, releasing, the first few episodes, doing a social media announcement, email promotions, and then growth is really just getting that consistent schedule going, getting cross promotion with other podcasts in the network that we have at Bold Media Group, as well as any guest outreach. And then here we have a full episode blueprint. So for this one, it mapped out 12 episodes for you. So we have each episode with a title and kind of like a brief description of what that episode could be. This by no means that you have to do this, but if you're kind of trying to figure out what am I going to talk about, this gives you a really good roadmap to kind of bounce ideas off of and kind of expand. So for example, on this first episode, Decoding Beauty, Wellness and Skin's Foundation, we can expand this episode, and what it's going to do is going to start creating some more depth and really flesh this out. So right off, you're going to see it gives you a hook. Tired of the endless beauty product maze? What if radiant skin truly started from within? Get ready to unlock your ultimate glow. Now, if I saw that on a reel, I would definitely click on it. It's going to give you some production notes, some key takeaways that you can incorporate into your show, as well as some social hooks that you can start to use in your social media. But this is going to be something that you can go in here, and every episode you can start to expand this and really start to dig in and craft that episode to truly make it unique and socially engaging. So from here, we're going to go through and, oh, I almost forgot. We also have an outreach template. So for guest invitations, let's say you want to, send an email to one of your contacts to come on the show. We do have a template that you can use to kind of already be predefined and pre-specified for your show, and you really just copy and paste it and put in the name of the guest and the topic, and you're good to go. So we kind of took a lot of the legwork out of that for you as well. But now we're going to look at designing brand visuals. So we really want to make sure we have a compelling graphic art, cover art for the podcast episode, as well as like the YouTube thumbnails. So this is going to automatically kind of create some mock-ups. And again, by no means do you have to use these. They just give you kind of a bouncing board to kind of, think of things to create your show around. If you like some of these, you can save them. And let's say, for the episode art, you think those are great, but let's say for the YouTube banner, not so much. You can actually regenerate this. You can give it some additional, insight, input. Maybe you want to make this, more luxurious, for example, like with, let's say, hints of gold. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But, you can kind of give it some context. And what it will do is it'll go behind the scenes and just essentially, regenerate that image. And there we go. Let's say you like that and you want to save it. Once you have it saved and you're ready to go, we can view our roadmap. And what this is going to do is kind of like a pre-flight checklist, making sure that, on our end, we're getting your hosting set up, we're configuring your social media handles, getting the trailer ready for your episode, maybe applying for the Podcast Connect, and drafting an outreach email to your first three guests, maybe submitting an RSS feed to your directories. But this is kind of the point where you can generate your blueprint and actually walk away with something tangible and something that you can keep and reference whenever you want to look back at this. And so what we can do is, we have this document now, and it's got everything we talked about, the vision, your unique value proposition for your show, your target audience, going over your competitive landscape, so you can have that, and then going over your brand and voice identity, and then it's going to just kind of put some samples of the cover art, and again, just kind of putting in your SEO keywords, your primary keywords, your topic keywords, and then going over the episode blueprint, having a printout of, what we talked about for episode one, episode two, and then obviously if you built out all of them for the other episodes, they would be here as well. Since we didn't build those out in this one, it's just going to show the overview. Um, a recap of your launch roadmap, the monetization and distribution strategy, the checklist, and then a quick start checklist on what we need to do to get your show off the ground, your guest outreach email template, and then that is going to be it on the document. But overall, I mean, this is really designed to get you from not knowing where to start and providing a really good, tangible outline that you can use to just develop your show and really craft it, and really just knock it out of the park from day one. So this is the Pod Launch Strategist from Bold Media Group, and we look forward to shooting your episode soon. Remember, your voice, your brand, boldly amplified.